What if we had a Black Project 2025? Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my vision. What if all of us were to get into a group? Okay, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers. There's so many of us that are so talented, and we were to work together with our own Black agenda for 2025.
Black Project 2025. Yeah, you heard that right. And no, it's not that section in Trump's Project 2025 that Ben Carson wrote. Black Project 2025 is the brainchild of a 22-year-old entrepreneur by the name of Anaya Holloway.
The goal of official Black Project 2025 is to put our $1.8 trillion back into our pockets.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So on our today's episode, actually this episode is only for Black Americans only. If you're not a Black American, then you don't have business in watching this episode. So Black Americans were really disappointed by the outcome of the 2024 elections. Because they were expecting Kamala to win this election, but that did not happen. And we saw on social media, most of you came to show their frustrations and how you were disappointed, especially by most Hispanic people that you were expecting for them to support you on this election. But you know, we always say some of the situations are always a blessing in disguise. So on today's episode, we are looking at this young Black American lady who is 22 years old by the name Anaya, who has come out with a project, a Black Project 2025. And I've gathered these videos for you guys for some of you that are not on TikTok or have not come across these videos, so that you may get, just to create awareness in people who are maybe just to watch YouTube and just get information through YouTube and they're not on TikTok. So this video is for you and you're supposed to watch these videos. Let's watch these videos together, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are, and I will come back to it and discuss.
What if we had a Black Project 2025? Hear me out. I know it sounds crazy, but this is my vision. What if all of us were to get into a group? Okay, I'm talking doctors, lawyers, engineers. There's so many of us that are so talented, and we were to work together with our own Black agenda for 2025. I'm talking opening up Black-owned grocery stores in certain cities, Black-owned banks, so that way we can actually get our home loans and do what we need to do, our own doctor's offices, our own law practices, and we really were to just congregate and push towards our goals and our outcomes, right? And so this is how I envision it going. We can all get into this group. We can all donate what we have to donate on a monthly basis. And then basically we can have a CEO, we can have a CMO, and we can have a CFO that's in charge of leading the groups with the initiatives, right? We could have bi-weekly, monthly calls in regards to where we stand with our goals. So, okay, guys, we want a Black-owned grocery store in Los Angeles built and developed, August 2025. This is where we stand. This is how much we have funded. This is what's needed. This is where we are in the process. And we just go from there. And so we can just kind of congregate. And then on top of that, in this group, we could also just have a massive directory of Black-owned businesses. So that means that everyone that joins this group swears off of purchasing from these large corporations. I'm talking Black-owned coffee brands, clothing, everything you guys can think of, toiletries, like down to everything, like body washes, everything we use and consume on a daily basis. It is no longer purchased from these large corporations. It is purchased from one another. And I think that we can create so much wealth amongst ourselves just by strictly swearing off of supporting large corporations and only supporting one another, and also congregating to create our own agenda. Now, I know that there have been people who have tried to do this before in the past, and I know that we struggle as a community to trust one another. I don't really care about all that right now. I just personally feel like if we are able to put our pride aside and get it done, I feel like it could be one of the most impactful things done in Black history. Like, maybe there is a silver lining in Kamala not being able to get into office, because as a community, we just become that much more tight knit. Do you get where I'm coming from? I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, but I just feel like this is something that we should do. And I feel like I feel very strongly about the ability for us to transform our community and the perception of African American individuals if we were to really finally come together. Created the group for the Black Project 2025, and I totally hear you. We do need our own platform. So this is what I need from you guys. I'm going to need an attorney. I'm going to need a front-end developer, a back-end developer, a database developer, and a UI UX designer, so we can actually create our own platform where we can have our meetings and all of our chat forums and everything like that. For those of you guys who are not familiar with what the Black Project 2025 is, or, you know, obviously this name is subject to change, I think that we need to create a community amongst all of us in the Black community, and our lawyers, our doctors, our engineers, our software engineers, we all need to come together and create and support our own agendas that are going to help further the Black community. So that being said, we're going to have a directory full of Black owned businesses, and we are committing to only purchasing from Black owned businesses, so that way we can keep the money inside of our community. If we decide that, okay, we want a Black owned bank in Los Angeles, our CEO, our CFO, our CMO, they're going to be in charge of putting together the plans, and basically we're going to all donate what we can to the group on a monthly basis, so that way we can push our own agendas and further ourselves as a community and kind of keep everything a little bit more tight knit. Obviously there'll be more details about it. I posted another video that goes a little bit further in depth, but yes, the group is built. The link is in my bio, and I can't wait to see you guys in there. BP 2025 is happening, and it's happening fast. Guys, there are over 1,500 of us in the group, and keep in mind, there are anywhere between 5 to 15 people trying to join at the same minute. And what's happening is people are having a little bit of trouble getting in because we're kind of crashing their servers. So if you're trying to get into the group, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. Eventually you will get in. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me about funding and setting up a GoFundMe, all that kind of stuff. Let me be very clear. There will be no donations accepted until I have a very clear, precise plan of action and next steps in regards to where those donations are going to go and what impact we're looking to have with the amount that we're investing. I've seen way too many situations occur where people just immediately start accepting this funding. People don't know where it's going. People don't know where it's happening. And then all of a sudden accountability becomes a problem. And then, you know, it just becomes a very, very big problem. So here with this, that is not happening. So we do have an upcoming call on Tuesday, 6 p.m. PST, where we're going to be going over next steps, action items, organizational structure, all that great stuff. So that way everyone has a very clear understanding of where things are going and, you know, kind of my vision for this overall project. So guys, just sit tight. If you're trying to join, keep trying. Tuesday, we're going to be able to get a little bit more, you know, information and feedback to you guys.
Black Project 2025. Yeah, you heard that right. And no, it's not that section in Trump's Project 2025 that Ben Carson wrote. Black Project 2025 is the brainchild of a 22-year-old entrepreneur by the name of Anaya Holloway. Here are 3 things you should know about Black Project 2025 and where Anaya actually sees this going. Number 1, Anaya took to TikTok to share this idea of a Black Project 2025 right after the presidential election results came in, with this idea that Black people will come together to create an agenda that supports the Black community specifically. Her vision includes opening up more Black-owned grocery stores, banks, doctor's offices, law firms, and a number of other businesses, which I hope doesn't include another brunch spot in Atlanta with hookah and a grass wall. You know I love Atlanta. But all of these initiatives, all of these businesses will be funded by the Black dollar. She says the staff that would help these initiatives move forward would include a CEO, a CMO, and a COO, with additional positions that are in the tech industry that would help run the platform. The leaders of this group would then host bi-weekly meetings with contributors and with community members about the progress that they're making with these initiatives. But the big question is, how do people feel about this? This leads me to number 2. They don't like it. I'm kidding. The day after she made the announcement, which is just 3 or 4 days ago, over 1,500 people signed up. There's now over 25,000 people signed up to join the group, which leads me to number 3. Anaya has been very open that this was just an idea that she wanted to bring to social media, and it has materialized into something bigger than she could have ever imagined. So much so, it has moved to a Google form because the amount of people that signed up crashed the platform she was on. What do you think about a Black Project 2025? Do you think it's needed, and will you support?
So, I'm sure by now you guys have heard about Black Project 2025. I think this is going to be such an amazing movement. If you have not heard about it, you need to go and follow the young lady. I'm going to tag her below. Go follow her page. We had a call last night. It went amazing. And if you're a business owner, this is for you. If you are an inspiring business owner, this is for you. This is pretty much taking the Black dollar and just putting it back into our Black community. In no way, shape, or form are we trying to segregate ourselves from anyone. And she has reiterated that over and over and over again, that that's not what this is. So I don't want anyone to feel like that is what we're trying to do. We're simply just trying to take the Black dollar and put it back into our Black businesses to help each other grow. So again, I am going to follow. I'm going to attach the young lady below. Make sure you guys go follow her. Make sure you follow the Instagram page, which is also in the link on her page. And yeah, y'all, let's get this money. Let's get this money. I'm so excited.
The goal of official Black Project 2025 is to put our $1.8 trillion back into our pockets. This is how we start. This is how we support each other. If you are a Black person, if you are a Black owned business, if you are a Black person looking to support Black owned businesses, we need you to get on that live. Point blank, period. That's it. Many have been asking, what are we doing? How are we going to do this? Where do we start? This is the starting point. It's our job to get aligned. See y'all there tonight. Okay, bye.
Black Project 2025. I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I came back from mourning, and it's been a week. Listen, we all know there are power in numbers, and the more of us that rally around it and stick with it beyond 2025 for generations to come. We know what we have. We know what we can do. Let's just do it. Let's do it. So I'm excited. I'm going to stay excited. I'm going to do my part. And I hope you all do your part as well. So much more to come, and I'm looking forward to it. So have a great day, everyone.
Black Project 2025, y'all are showing out. So we recorded a couple of episodes of the podcast today, and we brought up Black Project 2025. And what made us bring it up after we had our vent and rage session about everything that has transpired in the last week was that professional development that I had to sit in last Saturday. Y'all remember me telling y'all about that. But without saying too much, I remember being in the professional development last Saturday and sending a group text to some of my Black colleagues that if nothing else has motivated me to push all of us to get off our asses and get something going when we're doing our own professional development, sitting here this Saturday has definitely done it. And I don't know if it was me being furious at the fact that mediocrity keeps getting put above qualifications and experience and knowledge, actual knowledge, or the fact that I was sitting in front of mediocrity that was getting paid to teach me while I was not getting paid to sit there. I ain't like it. Anyway, we go into more details about that on the podcast. But this Black Project 2025 thing is so inspirational to so many Black women, y'all. I really hope that everybody continues putting their businesses out there, putting their endeavors out there, putting out ways that we can educate others, putting out ways that we could just be our own village. And I know it's going to be some negativity about, oh, y'all can't come together to do nothing. Oh, Black women can't do that. I don't know. I just feel so good about this. I don't know. I just want it to be great. I want it to be all the things that it's supposed to be. Anyway, tonight we're going to rage and vent on Teachers After Dark. And if you want to keep it cutesy, we'll be on the regular podcast doing the G-rated version of the Raging podcast. Happy Sunday.
Okay, so I just got off the call for BP 2025, and I hope I'm going to say your name correctly. Anaya, you are fabulous. You are phenomenal. I've done a lot of things in my life. I've owned my own business off and on for about 25 years. And your energy is amazing. Your organization, oh my God, yes. And what I really loved was the reality-based goals, terms, very reality-based. I am all in. I am not sure what part I can play because, you know, my degree was in music, professional singer, composer, sung around the world, done commercials, done back behind the scenes in music, TV, radio, studio work. Anyway, and I've also worked a lot in hospitality. So I'm really kind of an organizational person. And where I'm fitting in my life is that I was at a crossroads thinking about 6 months ago. I'm like, I need to figure out what I want to do next, how I want to apply all the skills in my skill box. How do I want to use them, share them? And, I basically decided I'm taking a trip to Jamaica, and I am going to be in the Caribbean Sea. I got a reservation at a black-owned hotel on the beach, and I'm going to be communing with the ancestors and in the water and feeling and listening and making choices. What I loved about what I saw this evening is you've given me something to think about. You've given me something to be excited about. So I just wanted to say, first of all, clap, because phenomenal presentation. You just kept rattling it off. I've already said a lot of things already, but anyway, yeah. Proud of you. You go.
Yeah, guys, that is the Anaya's plan Black Project 2025. And this was just an idea that she came up online with on her TikTok account. Little did she know that this was gonna be put to life by Black Americans. And that's why when I started, I said some situations or when some of the things that happen and we feel so bad and we like, why did it turn out this way? This is not how we wanted, but we tend to forget some of the situations are actually a blessing in disguise. So most of you are rooting for Kamala to win. But now that she didn't win, I've seen so many Black people supporting each other. Maybe this is what was needed for the Black community to come together. This is what was needed for the Black community to know that all the other races that they actually fight for in that country, they don't give a damn about you all. That's why most of them, the Hispanic people, the Latinos, most didn't vote for Kamala and most didn't support you as much as you guys wanted. But now the Black Project 2025 is going to build a very strong, successful community for the Black Americans. If you have not yet seen this, if you've not yet hopped in this Black Project 2025, I kindly request you to go and check Anaya on her TikTok account. I'll put her link on the description box so that you get that link that you need to go and sign up for this. You don't want to be left behind. The reason as to why I'm doing this video and the reason as to why I brought to you this episode, guys, is that most of you are my subscribers that have really supported me on this journey. You are the Black Americans, and I really appreciate that, and I don't take that for granted. And I don't want always to bring episodes that are always this was done to Black Americans. No. Black American was harassed or something of the sort. Also wanted to bring you episodes that are going to be of help into your lives. So people are actually jumping into this project. Currently, as you were speaking the last time I checked, she has over 25,000 people. And you guys, you need to jump on this because it's going to help build Black businesses, to uplift Black people in their careers, because she's not only working with people who are not highly learned, but each and every other person in the Black American community. So that's why you need to sign up and not to be left behind. So this is actually a project Anaya has been thinking. As you've watched the video, she said when she was 18 and she was working in this specific field, when they are on break, she could always hear how the other race was actually discussing Black people and how they were actually talking down on Black people. And she promised herself that when she turns 23, she wanna build a community for the Black people. And the good thing is that she's qualified and she knows very well on what she's getting into and what she's getting you people into. She's actually went on ahead and said at the moment, because people are like, oh, we want to donate to you and this project and all that. She said she's not gonna take any donations until she knows where that money is gonna be put in to help the project. So she's here to support the Black community, not for her personal benefit. So if you're doubting this, then I don't know what else you need for you to be uplifted, for you to feel like there's someone and something that can actually work for you out there in America. You can actually invest in America and have a prosperous business. Yeah, I've seen so many people actually advising Black Americans to come and invest back in the motherland, which also quite a good idea. And there are a number of them that have come back and they've done that. But imagine how smoothly it would be when you're investing back in America, because that is your home, guys. I know people have always wanted to take you as immigrants, you don't belong there, but we all know that Black Americans, the United States of America, is your homeland. That is your country and that is your land, and you have every right to invest just like any other race that's investing in that country and build a community. Yeah, make sure to check her out. I'll put her TikTok account here on the description box. I just thought of bringing you this short episode. Of course, there are a couple of more people that have reacted on this video, but the best way for you to get to learn more on what's going on, just check her out on her TikTok account that will be on the description. I'd also love to know, if you're watching this video and you are a Black American, what are your thoughts on these guys? And I'm actually rooting for Black Americans. I just can't wait and see what 2025 is gonna be like for Black Americans, because I just can't wait to see you making videos on TikTok, on social media, and how happy you are that this project actually came into life and it's working for you guys. Thank you so much for watching up to this part. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and give this video a like, share this video with your Black people as much as you can to create more awareness and people to be aware of what's going on with the Black Project 2025. And until the next episode, bye.